Alright guys, this is Alec, and as you can see in the front of you, some of y'all might know what this is. This is a GameCube. So this is a customized GameCube I made like maybe 3 years ago. And it's been having some problems reading disc. So yeah, this disc is like brand new shape, and I'm like, oh, it's not reading so well. I mean, the thing turns on, it'll read it, but sometimes it'll give me some disc read errors. It's weird. But you know, sometimes it reads, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it doesn't boot up. So today, I thought what we would do is we would open this thing up and see if we can, one, replace it, and two, have all games working. Which, all my games look like this. They're all brand new condition because taking care of your disc are good, kids. Yeah. Alright. So I'll see you in just a second. So the very first thing you want to do is flip it over on the side. Yeah, and you can see this one's a black and platinum customized GameCube. And I'm gonna go grab my screwdriver and we'll get started with unscrewing this. Now, GameCubes use something called game bits, but since I customized it, I also customized the screws to be Phillips head screws. Because, you know, I don't want to have to keep on trying to find my game bit because I always lose that thing for some reason. So let me go grab my screwdriver and I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so this is the screwdriver of choice. It's a flathead. Although these are all Phillips head screws, I find that the flathead will actually make some really short work of these screws. So yeah, this GameCube originally was damaged. I think this one had a problem with it not turning on, which was something to do with something called the diffuser, DF1. So yeah, this thing went through a power surge. Let me try to flip this over without dropping it. Then you want to flip it over, you'll hear all your screws fall out. You'll open up your disc cover and pull right up like that. And here's the inside of the GameCube. I wouldn't say it's compact, but you can kind of see, yeah, it's a GameCube. So I want to put it on the top of the cases like this. And here's a few little tips. If the thing isn't holding date and time, you want to replace the battery, which is right here. If the thing isn't reading the disc, what we're about to do is clean the lens. And if the thing doesn't have power, well, we'll get to that later. And if your fan's dirty, you can see this one's like brand new looking. No dust in it at all. I clean that pretty frequently actually. But the laser inside of this one came from a Indigo console, which was a November 18th console. What was that? 18th? So yeah, I want to see what happens if I were to test it out. Right now, let's see. I'm going to show you that this thing turns on, so if I do mess up, oops, my fault. Yeah. Let's get a copy of Animal Crossing. I'll do Kirby Air Ride later. Kirby Air Ride is a good game. People should really play it. It is a good game. I don't know why people don't like the game as much as, you know, it deserves to have. I'm running this through S-Video because I do own component cables, but this is a 101 model, which doesn't allow that. I think it's reading it fine. Let me try again. I think it might have something to do with these switches. There we go. If you hear that, that basically means that the thing's struggling to read a little bit. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a demonstration, and I guess also do it to the console. Yeah, kind of funny. Not really. We're gonna it has such bad lighting right here, you know. I need to get like some kind of lamp or something. Try to get that cable out. It's a real pain in the ass too. So yeah. What we're going to do is, first, what you want to do is take off the controller port. Now, you want to be very careful with it because, yeah. What you want to do is you want to, it's going to be hard with one hand. Let me place it down. So basically, inside this controller port, there is it connects to the board. Now, I swear, let me show you what I'm talking about. If you look at where it connects to, look at that. It's all the way in there. It's really hard to get inside of there sometimes. But yeah, focus. See, that laser looks really nice. Oh, it feels really bone dry. It did seem like it was trying to run. Oh yeah, you can also take off your back panel. This little thing. And this is what I'm talking about Model 2. The digital AV out would be right in the middle right here, and the analog would be right there. But since this is a Model 2, it only has analog AV out, sadly. But you can see how cool this mod is. I kind of like it. It looks pretty cool. But, so I need to stop rambling on. So, it's as basic as it sounds. What you want to do is you want to unscrew a screw right here. Ugh. I can't even see myself. Okay. You want to unscrew the 2 screws where the fan are. I know, let me tell you a little tip. Yeah, I already said enough tips, but some people do not like to take out the controller port. It doesn't matter if you take it out or not, being honest. But yeah. That's a nice air conditioner. So what we have to do is pull out this power cable, which can be tough at times, but yeah. Don't pull out the fan cable because you'll just do a little bit more trouble. Yeah, this is your fan unit. You can, they're the same across all models. So yeah, you can replace it really easily. So yeah, here we are with the main console. So there's screws right here. There's 4 along the back, 5 along this side, and 4 of these right here. So I'll get back to you whenever I'm done with all these because this may take a little while. See you in just a bit. Alright, so once you have all the screws out, the front should look like that, and all the screws should be out. Which one do you kind of want to... It's kind of hard. I usually get this in right here and I just tug that off. And yeah, the laser assembly in this thing is kind of big, so I can... Oh wait, I forgot a screw. Look at me. Getting that one screw. I always seem to forget this one screw, but you know, oh well. So this time, it should come right out. That was a little bit embarrassing. But you should just be able to put this to the side over here where you won't need it. And now we're gonna get to work on the laser. So yeah, I'll see you in just a minute because I gotta go get some tools in order to, you know, read ohms and stuff like that. So I'll see you in just a minute. Alright, so yeah, you can see I have it stood on my Kirby Air Eye case. Oh well, this should be good. Now, it's kind of hard to see this, but the laser, it depends on what model you have. Let me show you. Whatever model you have, it should have screws around it. This one is the 6 screw model. I do know some models that are actually 8-pin models. I think I actually have one. Basically, the 8-pin 8-screw models are the ones that are in the DOL 001s. So yeah, that's the easiest way of telling, like, you know, which kind of screwdriver you need. I'm gonna look for the screwdriver I actually need. But this should actually be really easy as long as you just take your time and you're really patient. This should be no problem. So yeah, I'm starting to screw in the 6 screws off of the metal plate. What this will accomplish us is it will allow us to get to the motherboard of the GameCube laser. And one thing I really like about the GameCube laser is its connection to the board. The connection to the board is actually a cartridge-like connection that's right here. Now, what I'm going to also do is I'm also going to clean out that connection because there might be another reason why it may not be reading as well, because it's a cartridge, and you know, if a cartridge is dirty, like let's say on a Game Boy, if it ain't making a stable connection, then yeah, you might just need to clean it out. But I've only had one problem with that one time. So yeah, this little plate will just come right off, and now you can see the laser, and this is where it can get a little bit serious. Let me check it on my own eyes. Oh yeah, It looks a little bit out. I think I might have pulled it the right way whenever I did it originally. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So there'll be this, this screw looking thing right here. You can see what I'm talking about, the VR401. Now, many people would think you would turn it clockwise, but no, you barely turn it counterclockwise because that's how Nintendo just likes doing their stuff. It's the same with the Wii laser. Just turn it counterclockwise or else you'll be in a damn world of hurt. I swear, I've ruined lasers going clockwise. Because if it's on factory settings and if you do it clockwise, you can put it to its maximum potential, causing the laser to burn out. It's not good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to barely turn it. I couldn't find my potentiometer, so that looks good. Whoa, the camera fell. So, well, everything's falling, sadly. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna keep this. Yes, I did just touch the lens, and I'll talk about the lens in just a second. We're gonna get the board, and this is gonna be a little bit tricky. This is how I like testing out GameCube lasers. We're gonna get the board. We're gonna place the laser on. We're gonna get the fan because that's how the power circulates to the console. And let me go grab the wire I need. I know exactly where it's at. I'll be back in just a second, but let me go grab that wire. Alright, so this is a wire from a DOL001, the one with the digital AV out. This is one from the 101. I usually like using this to test out, you know, consoles because it has a little bit of a farther reach to where it isn't like so squeezed together. So let's see. Plug in the AV cables. Alright. So I think this is the same disc. I'm going to have to clean the laser anyway. Or I say it's better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little rags I use now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to clean up the laser with some Windex. And that should be... It should turn out good, like it just did. Yeah, that thing was reading better than it was. Get some Windex on my old little rag right here. Now, I do know about how sensitive these lasers are. Don't do this if you have a 001. If you have a DOL 001, do not do what I just did. Because you'll be in a big world of hurt, I swear. Sound like Lord Crump. So now that that eyepiece is wet, we're just going to have to dry it off. The 101 remedied the problem of the weird laser position bullcrap. That's really clean. So, see how it goes. Well, let's read that Resident Evil 4 disc. Animal Crossing's a little bit scratched, but this is the one I really wanted to test out because it's not scratched. It's strange. It's not scratched, but it wasn't reading too well. So let's see what's our result. As you can see, it is reading really well. Let's see if it grab the camera. I'm gonna move that thing. Son of a bitch. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you can see this thing is reading a hell of a lot better. Let me sit back in the chair to where y'all can see the entire screen. This video looks really nice on this HD TV. It looks better than my other one. So yeah, y'all can see it's reading, and that's a really good sign. It means that this drive must have been like, so basically what we turn is basically a volume knob of the laser. So what that means is, you can see the disc cover's open. What that means is if it's maybe you used your laser a little bit too much, played it, you'll get a double hum signal from the laser whenever you start it up, which means that the laser's basically half of its power now. It's strange how it works. It's science. That's what I call it. Yeah. I want to test out this game, because we all know this game's good. And my disc is in really good shape. But this disc, for some reason, didn't read at all. I'm kind of wondering if this one's maybe dual layered, or I don't know. Let's find out what this thing is doing. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Well, I can tell you one thing, this disc was not reading before. Yeah, you can see that red light. That's basically what reads your CDs. Some people don't know that. Yes, indeed, it is reading. See, what would happen was, the thing wouldn't, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It would read every other game but this game isn't scratched at all. One really cool info about Kirby Air Ride is that it's Smash Bros. Brawl. Basically, that's this game's firmware. Yeah, HAL Laboratory made the game, HAL helped Nate Smash. It's I wouldn't call it an Easter egg, but yeah, it's kind of the simple premise of it all. We can see this disc is definitely reading, which is a good sign. So yeah, and like I said, this disc, nothing wrong with it. Now, if your laser still isn't reading, I can give you some information. I don't want to do it with this GameCube because it's reading. I don't think I actually have a GameCube that has this problem, but there are ones out there that do have this problem. It's basically the eyepiece is out of alignment, and this can happen a lot of the time because remember whenever I was wiping the laser lens off? So basically, you wipe the laser lens off, that eyepiece is held in by some really crappy glue. Yeah. And, you know, it's just kind of bad. I don't know how to explain it, really. But yeah, this should last a lot longer. Yeah, you can see. Oh yeah, another cool thing about Animal Crossing. I don't know if they say it in the IGN sheets, but about now, you can keep on pressing switch. This is a boot disc. Yeah. You don't actually need Animal Crossing after it loads. Well, this is a little bit of cool info, but yeah. Let's put the console all back together and do as much as we can to just make it look better. I'll see you in just a second. Alright. This is the moment of truth. To see if what we did something. So we have Super Monkey Ball 2 in drive. I have to tap the thing constantly. You can see that's video still looks good. So it wouldn't read any clock tower battery levels. Although the disc was brand new. I'm like, oh, whatever, GameCube. About to die on me. And I can already tell it would freeze up already. I somehow got to beat this level. I forgot what it was. Swing shaft. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Bet. Alright. Well, that's good. It's doing what I want it to do, and that is read the GameCube CD. Oh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that with one hand. That'd be pretty difficult. How about you back and do warp with one hand? Let's go. Warp is a hard level. I'm gonna use my left hand, which is my dominant hand. Alright. No. Alright, I'll try one more time and then that'll be the end of the video. The video's outro. It's running, the video frames are running 30 FPS. So yeah, that's the sad thing. 30 FPS video. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright, I got that one. Here's the one that really just ticks me off. Wow. That really sucks, you can die. But, yeah. I'm using the little Smash Brothers controller right here. It's really nice. Our little GameCube here is now reading disc. With its sleek look, I kind of like. It doesn't look too good with that. I might make it all black, I don't know. But, yeah. This video is actually a little bit clearer than it normally was. It had some noise on screen. What I did off screen was I cleaned up some of the board. So yeah, to where there would be no problems with this thing once all put back together. But you can see. Let's see if it... Yeah, it reads. Oh, it's skipping! That's kind of creepy. I've never seen a GameCube game skip. I guess that's what I get for opening the disc cover. But yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of the scratches. Well, maybe can, but yeah. That disc is good. That means that this GameCube's good. And that means I'm done with this video. I'm gonna go and play a good game tonight now. These discs were brand new inside this box. I've never played Zero. I hope it's a good game. But you can kind of see. This, I actually just opened this up brand new today, and it still didn't read. I'm like, okay. I didn't get past the boot up screen. So yeah, hopefully that's a good game. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. But yeah, that was the repair of the Nintendo GameCube. It's the same across the DOL 001s and the DOL 101s. Oh yeah, and by the way, I might do a redo on the controller cleanup video because this one's eventually going to get dirty because I like doing my speedruns, and yeah. You see that analog stick is a little bit yellowed. A little bit loose. And yeah, I mean, it still is a really nice controller. But I think in about a year, it'll need some cleaning. So until then, see you guys later, and I'm going to go play this fucking GameCube is what I'm about to do.